Alright, welcome back to another episode of Lone Star Diecast Racing. This is Tommy T. And as you can see in front of you, I have another review for you guys today. This one is the Hot Wheels Ultra Hot Downhill Loop Jump. And this one was kind of cool because I really like the throwback box art that kind of takes it back to the 80s. From when I was a kid. I did collect a lot of Hot Wheels when I was little, and I remember seeing the cards on the Ultra Hot Wheels, the ones that were actually pretty fast. They had springy axles, and the wheels rolled really smooth. They were metal top, metal bottom, and they were just really nice cars all around. So I was at a local Target yesterday and I found this for $21.88. So after taxes, you're probably getting like $23 for this set. And this is just a normal set. It doesn't have any batteries that need to be included. It is a gravity ramp, as you can see right here. It kind of just comes down, goes through a loop, goes through a jump, and this jump right here actually extends so you can make the jump further away, and then they land here. Cool thing is, it comes with two cars. Now, I've seen two-player track sets that only come with one car, and this one, you know, uses only one car, but looks like on here you can actually attach or set the two cars in tandem behind each other. So let's get a close-up view. There is where it says 6 foot or 1.8 meters. And then there are the cars. And there you can see, you get it to focus, you can see where the cars are going to sit. And here is the back. Shows you all the interesting details. So here's a close-up of where you set the cars. And you can see there is a table clamp that it comes with for this to sit on. And then you see right here, boom, boom, and boom. That is pretty neat. And looking at the track, that is a really cool color scheme for the track. And then here is the bottom, and it states 2021, but this is new for 2022. So let's go ahead and get this open, and I'll show you all the innards. And I have a feeling, I have a pretty strong feeling, this is going to have stickers. And like I've said before, stickers are my enemy because I have a tough time putting them on straight. There you go. You guys can hear me rip open the box. Alright. There it is. There's the lid. And you hold it out here, open it up. That's what you get on the inside. Doesn't look like much, especially for $23, but you get something, and this does look cool. I like the box, and I'm really digging. Oh, look at that! It's a 3-tone colored track. So you got like a dark blue, an orange, and a light blue. And of course, if you can see, if it's curved like this is most likely the loop piece. But look at that, that's so cool. I've never seen Hot Wheel track like this. Yeah, very neat. So we'll set that there. Alright, I kind of jumped the gun, but here are the instructions. Unfortunately, they are in black and white, so you can't really get the color detail. But this is such a simple track, it's going to be pretty easy to put together. And what I'm seeing here, I don't see stickers stuck to the instructions. So that means I don't have to deal with stickers today. So there is your list of pieces, and then it gives you the step-by-step on how to put it together. Interesting. And then here's the other side of the instructions. Just kind of shows you how to extend the jump and the landing. And it's just another like rendering of how the track is supposed to set up, and then back to the front cover. Right, so that is the instructions. So we saw this piece. This is most likely the loop piece, because if it's usually curved like this, it means it's going to be part of the loop. Alright, and here is your loop base. So I'll set that out here. Here is your dropper. So I think what happens is one car sits here, the other car sits here, one car gets dropped, the other one comes through, and this comes down, the next car comes down, and then it's like kind of loading a chamber. Or not a chamber, like a clip, you know, just one car here, boom, boom. So you can launch two cars in tandem. Alright, what else do we have here? Alright, so here is the clamp that clamps to the table. So you can see it unscrews like so. And I like the blue. It's kind of nice, a nice little, like, baby blue, light blue. That's kind of cool. And here is your, well, this looks like this is the top of the loop. And here is your car catcher and your extender, so you can extend the length. So I've got to figure out how all this goes together. Luckily, there are instructions. And it looks like they used a piece of cardboard to keep the two clips or connectors together. These are like your standard connector, you know, with the little nips here, and then your pusher here to push to release the track. So that's kind of cool. I don't know what this is yet, but it looks like it's part of the extender. I'll have to look at the instructions when I put it together. But that looks like that's part of the extender for the jump. And you get, here's another. These are the bases to this. You just snap them in like so. So that's what I have so far. Here is a small piece of track that's going to go on the end of this. So that's where your small piece goes, because just judging by the box, that's the small piece. And then you come and you get 3 pieces of 1 foot track. And I'm judging by this one's probably about 9-10 inches long here. So these are the track pieces. And like I said, that is just really cool. Check that out. 3-tone track. That is really neat. I wish I can like buy a bunch of these and put this on my racetrack, because I really like this track. It's really cool. So there's all the goodies that you get inside this box. Oh, wait a minute. Here's get a zoom up on the cars. There's that car, and there's that car. So let me see if I can get them out without taking up too much of y'all's time, because it looks like, yeah, they're taped in there pretty good. I'd like to get them out so I can show you guys what cars you do get in this set. So it should just, this little top plastic piece should pop right up. Let's see if I can get it. Yay, there we go, we got it. All right. We can dig out the cars so we can find out what the name of them are. So we find out. Okay, so the blue and orange one is Forward Force. Forward Force. And that is a pretty neat looking car. It's got clear wheels. That's pretty interesting. So there's that car. And then the next car is, ooh, High Voltage. Yeah, it's kind of that's one of my favorite AC/DC albums and song. High Voltage. That's pretty cool. And it's a metal base, but with a plastic top. Yeah, plastic top. So these are the pack-in cars. These are cool. You know, these are definitely eye-catching for kids, but for a grown man like me, you know, I shouldn't really be worried about this, but I would have liked to have some hot rods, like some actual, you know, muscle cars or something. But these will do. These look like these are best for track, so we'll just go ahead and use these to demo the track. Well, all right, folks. I'm going to cut the video right here, and we're going to check out the track after I put it together and run it through its paces. So I will be right back. All right, got her set up. And here is an overview. Let's get down here. There's the loop. And it only says Hot Wheel on one side. So there is that loop. And the landing and the jump. See, now you can see the Hot Wheels logo. It's on one side. And then it goes up. So this is like a 6-foot track set. And I didn't add any pieces to this to, you know, help with the, you know, the extension right here at the end. I just left it. I'm just going to leave it stock, just the way you get it out of the box. And I do recommend, if you do play with this on tile or, you know, like a wooden floor, see how this loop kind of dances a little bit? That kind of does present a little bit of a problem, because when the cars go around, this will move and it'll make that move as well, and then the cars won't land properly. So I recommend getting like some sticky stuff and putting it underneath this tab here and that tab there to kind of tack it down, which I didn't do because I kind of want y'all to see how this is going to work when I use this. So I'm going to leave the camera right here for right now, because we're going to do different angles and views of this track. So I'll make some adjustments. There we go. Because I want y'all to focus on the loop. This is going to be pretty neat. So let me get situated here. All right. Here is the first car. It's coming down. Aha. It made it. Let's see what car number 2 does. See? It did get a little hung up on the track. Let's try that again. Maybe this car does not like this track. And here we go. Hey, it finally made it. Cool. All right. Now y'all saw the loop. Now I'll take you all up here and show you how to load the car. So you just drop the car right here. There's a little tab right there that stops it. And then there's another little tab right here that stops this car. Oop, let me turn it around. All right. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give you a demo on how this works. See, you just drop the car and the next one comes in. And then you drop the car and that one didn't make it. So that's the thing, is this loop here likes to move. And if it moves, the car kind of stalls out right here, you know, right here at the top. You see how it moves? And then it slides sideways and slows down and doesn't make, you know, the jump like that. So, yeah. So let me go grab the cars. There's that one and that one. And we'll go ahead and show you there and there. And let's see. Okay, let's go ahead and get behind here. And we'll drop them like so. There's that one. Oh. Drop them like so. That one. So, there are the many angles of this track. And yes, I have my secondary camera getting other views as well as this comes together. But that's it. That is your 6-foot track that you get. That is really neat. So let's head back to the table, discuss this track a little bit more, give you my opinion about it, and give it a review. Like, you know, give it a number on, you know, through 1 to 10 on how cool this track is. The presentation so far is great, so let's head back to the table and talk about it. Okay, we are back at the table. Alright, the Hot Wheels Mattel Ultra Hots Downhill Loop Jump. I'm pretty impressed with it. I like it. I think it's a cool track. I really, really like the presentation of the box and the track itself, and the fact that it's got a 3-tone track piece, or pieces, which is just really neat. So, I mean, you can see that they use like a light blue, the orange, and the dark blue to kind of go with the box, which is pretty impressive. So, the presentation is key to me when I go to the store and I see something, you know, cool in a box like this. Yeah, I'm gonna probably buy it because it's really neat. It tugs on my heartstrings a little bit because, you know, it is a nostalgic thing for me to see old style box art coming back on modern day toys. And I think, if I remember correctly, this is a track set that's been done before, but it's just in a different box. And it's just really cool. I like the fact that you can put 2 cars and then you could just launch them like simultaneously, and you can have both of them pretty much following each other down the loop. That'd be pretty cool. The only gripe that I have is the loop. And the loop is... There's nothing wrong with the loop itself. It's just... It's free floating. There's no weight to it, so the loop will move. It will jostle a little bit, and it will mess up the alignment on how the cars will, you know, come through here and land here in the end. So my suggestion, and I said that earlier when we were looking at the track, get you some sticky stuff. Put it on these little flanges right here, and mash it down to your tile floor or wooden floor. And the stuff that I use is made by Gorilla. And don't worry, it doesn't pull anything off the floor, any paint or anything like that. It's just it's a sticky putty that they use for poster boards or posters or, anything, lightweight to stick to a wall. And that's what I would use on this to secure the loop. So that is my recommendation for it. But my personal opinion about this track is that, it's one lane. So there's no real, race challenge. And I went ahead and just left the gap all the way wide just so that it, so you just see that, man, it can make that jump completely. And it made the jump completely. A couple of times the cars didn't go all the way through, and I have to blame that on the loop, because the loop shifts a little bit, and it kind of slows the car down and jostles a little bit. So, what would I give this out of 10? I don't know. I really like it. And, I know it's kind of tugging the nostalgia strings a little bit, but I'd give it a solid 8. I'd give it an 8 out of 10. The loop is a little bit of a problem, and it not being a 2-lane setup, which was fine because you already know going into this that it's just a 1-lane loop jump. And I thought it was a really neat set because it reminded me of the track sets that I had when I was a kid. You had a loop jump, you had a loop and then a jump, but didn't have a jump like this setup. It was just a gap in between the track, and you got 2 pieces that look similar to this, and then it would just clear the gap. But this is a modern take of it with a throwback box. So, like I said, solid 8 out of 10 for me. I like the presentation. I really dig the multicolored track that you get with this set, and the cars are okay. Nothing eye-catching for me, but I think these are definitely directed towards children, who like the really cool, bright color, see-through colors, or glow-in-the-dark, wild-looking cars. So I cannot gripe about that, because the cars, would have attracted me as a kid, because one of them has clear wheels. And I was like, oh, that's so cool, because I remember as a kid, I always loved seeing the see-through stuff. Like the plastic that you could see through, and you could see all the inner workings of how things work. And they were like in different colors. Going back to if you guys remember the Nintendo 64, they had a see-through color consoles throughout the years. Different colored ones. And that's what I thought was cool, is seeing through it and just really enjoying the presentation of these cars that you get with this track. So, well, folks, I hope that y'all enjoy this review, and if y'all want to purchase this, I picked this up at Target for $23. I think after taxes it was about $23, and it's fun. It's definitely a fun track. You can expand to it, so you can actually make the track longer, and you can do all kinds of fun stuff with this, because you can do stuff with the jump, you can do stuff with the loop, you can do something with the launcher. So there's endless imagination when it comes to these Hot Wheel tracks. You can probably buy, multiple tracks and link them together and make them do 3 or 4 loops and 2 or 3 jumps, and then throw a motor in it and really launch it. So, these are cool. So I hope you guys enjoy. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, stay fast, stay cool. Good night.